The poet, he says, brothers and sisters, اصبر اصبر لكل مصيبة وتجلدي واعلم بأن المرء غير مخلد فإذا ذكرت مصيبة تسلو بها فاذكر مصابك بالنبي محمد. He says that when you go through tough times, when you go through rough times, then remember that nobody is going to be here forever. When you go through tough times, maybe something that would give you some solace would be your remembrance of the passing away and that calamity of the Prophet ﷺ's passing away. Your mother, she brought you out of the darkness of the womb to the light of this dunya. Whereas our Nabi Muhammad ﷺ, he brought us out of the darkness of Jahiliyyah to the light of Al-Islam. Brothers and sisters, whenever a Muslim has difficulties, should ponder over the calamity of the death of the Rasul ﷺ. For if he gives it due thought, all other difficulties will seem trivial by comparison. The Messenger ﷺ was ill for 10 days. He would ask his wives, Aina ana ghadan, Aina ana ghadan, where am I tomorrow, where am I tomorrow? Why? Because he wanted to be in the house of Aisha. He wanted to be with that beloved wife Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha. But he didn't ask for it from the other wives. They realized what he wanted and they all agreed that he can be nursed in the house of Aisha. Even during that time, he made sure that he was dividing his time equally until they gave that permission for him to be in the house of Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha. Because he longed to be in the company of al-Mu'mineen Aisha, which the rest of the Ummahat al-Mu'mineen eventually agreed to. While in her home, the severity of the illness increased. Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam inquired about the prayer. أحضرت الصلاة نعم يا رسول الله. Has the time of salah come in? Yes ya Rasulullah. And so they brought him some water for his ablution, began taking his wudu, and then he fell down unconscious. He comes around, أحضرت الصلاة نعم يا رسول الله. They brought him something to take wudu with, and while taking wudu, he falls down unconscious. A third time, has the time of salah come in? Yes, Ya Rasulullah. Begins taking wudu and falls down unconscious. And so he says to them, tell Bilal to give the adhan and tell Abu Bakr to lead the prayer. He was unable to go to the masjid. Allah musta'an. Brothers and sisters, our Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he informs Aisha that the few dinars that they had in the home, give it away in charity. Later on, he asked her the next day or a few days later, did you give away those dinars in charity? She says, Ya Rasulullah, I was busy looking after you, busy nursing you, I forgot about that matter. He says, how can a Nabi of Allah meet Allah and he still has this in his house? Give it away in charity. Because the Anbiya, they do not leave behind any wealth and palace and gold and silver. Rather than the knowledge, that's the inheritance of the Anbiya. The knowledge that they leave behind, that is the inheritance. Al-ulama warathatul anbiya. The ulama are the heirs. And every one of us, right now, today, tomorrow, our studying, our learning, our reflecting, taking a reminder, we are taking from the inheritance of the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam. He sallallahu alayhi wasallam would put his hand into that water vessel, that like bowl next to the bed. And then he would put some water over his forehead. La ilaha illallah, inna lil mawti la sakarat. Verily death has its pangs. The pangs of death are difficult. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud said, Ya Rasulullah, even you go through the pangs of death. He said, Inni u'ak kama yu'ak rajulani minkum. I go through double what any one of you goes through in terms of the pangs of death. He suffers double what anyone else suffers.